Have you ever found yourself bending over backward just to keep someone happy, only to feel unappreciated in the end? Or maybe you've noticed that despite your best efforts, your relationships still feel one-sided, leaving you drained and questioning your own worth. It's frustrating, isn't it? You try to be the best version of yourself, yet something feels off. Like you're losing control over your own life and identity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This wisdom reminds us that true transformation doesn't come from external validation, but from mastering ourselves. If this resonates, you're not alone. Many men unknowingly fall into patterns that chip away at their confidence, self-respect, and the quality of their connections. But here's the truth. The relationships you desire, built on respect, trust, and genuine admiration, don't start with others. They start with you. Today we're uncovering the 7 most common mistakes that hold men back from becoming their highest selves, in relationships and in life. More importantly, we'll talk about how to avoid these pitfalls so you can take back control, elevate your confidence, and create the meaningful connections you deserve. Let's dive in, because the change you're looking for starts now. Lesson 1: Compromising self-respect for validation. Have you ever caught yourself saying yes to things you don't want, just to avoid conflict or keep someone happy? Maybe you let someone talk over you or ignore your needs because you're afraid of losing them. While it might feel like you're keeping the peace, what's really happening is that you're teaching people it's okay to overlook your worth. Over time, this erodes your confidence and creates one-sided relationships where respect is nowhere to be found. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This means you don't need to seek approval from others to feel worthy. True respect, both from yourself and others, comes from standing firm in who you are, not bending to fit someone else's mold. The next time someone challenges your boundaries or disrespects your time, take a deep breath and calmly but firmly let them know where you stand. Use moments like these to reinforce your self-worth rather than compromising it. Start your mornings with simple affirmations like, "I value myself and I deserve respect." These small habits build the inner strength to carry yourself with confidence in any situation. Remember, when you honor your self-respect, others will follow your lead. It's not just about what you say, but how you carry yourself that sets the tone for how you're treated. Lesson 2: Ignoring personal growth. Have you ever felt stuck in a rut, doing the same things every day without much excitement or progress? Maybe your routine feels safe, but deep down you know something is missing. When you stop challenging yourself or pursuing growth, life becomes stagnant, and so do your relationships. Over time, this lack of ambition can make you less interesting, less confident, and less inspiring to those around you. Seneca once said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." This reminds us that success and meaningful connections don't just happen by chance. They're built through constant effort and growth when you invest in becoming better, mentally, physically, and ambition into everything you do, including your relationships. Instead of spending hours scrolling on your phone or stuck in mindless habits, look for ways to challenge yourself. Take up a hobby you've always been curious about. Start reading books that expand your perspective, or hit the gym to build both strength and discipline. Even small, consistent steps can make a big difference over time. When you commit to personal growth, you don't just improve your own life, you inspire others to grow alongside you. A thriving relationship is built on mutual respect and inspiration, And that starts with the effort you put into becoming the best version of yourself. Lesson 3. Over-investing emotionally. Have you ever felt like you're giving too much in a relationship too soon? Maybe you find yourself sharing deeply personal stories or constantly seeking reassurance, only to feel like the other person isn't as invested. It's easy to think that giving your all will strengthen the connection, but over-investing emotionally, especially early on, can create dependency and imbalance. It can overwhelm the other person and leave you feeling vulnerable and unappreciated. Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the importance of patience and emotional control. Instead of rushing to open up or diving headfirst into a relationship, it's better to observe and understand the dynamic first. High-value connections take time to build, and mutual trust should develop naturally, not under pressure. The next time you feel the urge to overshare or seek constant validation, pause and reflect on your feelings. Journaling can be a helpful way to sort through your emotions without relying on someone else to validate them. Focus on maintaining balance. Allow trust and understanding to grow gradually rather than forcing it. By practicing emotional restraint, you protect your own well-being while creating space for a healthier, more balanced relationship to flourish. Remember, the strongest bonds are built on mutual effort and respect, not rushed emotional intensity. Lesson 4. Allowing boundaries to be crossed. Have you ever let someone repeatedly disrespect your time, opinions, or goals because you didn't want to cause conflict? Maybe you told yourself it wasn't a big deal, but deep down, it left you feeling frustrated and undervalued. When you allow others to cross your boundaries, you send a message that your needs aren't important, and over time, this erodes both your self-respect and the respect others have for you. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This reminds us that setting and enforcing boundaries isn't about controlling others. It's about protecting yourself. Boundaries are a reflection of your self-worth. When you uphold them, you show others that you value yourself and won't settle for less than mutual respect. The next time someone tests your boundaries, whether it's by canceling plans last minute or disregarding your efforts, don't stay silent. Calmly and confidently express your feelings and let them know what you will and won't tolerate. For example, you can say, "I value my time, and it's important that we respect each other's commitments." This approach reinforces your limits without unnecessary conflict. By staying firm in your boundaries, you create relationships built on clarity and respect. Remember, people will only treat you as well as you allow them to. Protect your space, and you'll attract the kind of connections that truly value and honor you. Lesson 5. Prioritizing her over your purpose. Have you ever found yourself so focused on a relationship that you put your own goals, passions, and purpose on the back burner? Maybe you skipped important personal activities, neglected your career, or ignored your hobbies just to spend more time with her. While it's great to invest in a relationship, losing sight of your purpose can make you feel disconnected from yourself, and over time it can weaken the connection. When you let someone else become your whole focus, you risk losing your sense of identity and the respect others have for you. As Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means having a clear vision of who you are and what you want to achieve in life. When you're committed to your own purpose, you not only grow as a person, but you become more attractive to those around you. A high-value man has a clear sense of direction, and that passion for his own life naturally draws others in. The key is balance. It's not about neglecting your partner, but about ensuring that you stay true to your path. Schedule time for both your personal goals and your relationship. For example, if you're passionate about your career or fitness, make sure those commitments are a priority. And when it's time for your partner, give them your full attention. By staying aligned with your purpose, you not only grow individually, but also create a more stable and fulfilling relationship. Remember, when you're focused on your own goals, you become a better partner because you bring more value and drive to the relationship. Lesson 6. Neglecting communication skills. Have you ever had a misunderstanding with someone where you felt frustrated because they didn't seem to get you? Or maybe you've had a conversation where things just didn't seem to click, leaving both of you feeling disconnected. Communication is the bridge between understanding and conflict. If you neglect this skill, even the best relationships can fall apart. Poor communication often leads to misinterpretations, hurt feelings, and unnecessary drama. As Epictetus wisely said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This highlights the importance of listening before reacting. Often, the key to effective communication isn't just about expressing your thoughts, but truly understanding the other person's perspective. When you listen actively and speak thoughtfully, you build trust and avoid confusion and conflict. This highlights the importance of listening before reacting, often the key to appreciate time and wisely speak. This highlights the importance of communication and perfecting your communication skills. Next time you find yourself in a conversation, focus more on listening than talking. Ask questions to clarify the other person's point of view and give them the space to fully express themselves. For example, instead of reacting defensively to something that bothers you, can you help me understand what you meant by that? This simple act of listening with empathy can clear up misunderstandings and foster deeper connections. By improving your communication, you create a space for open, honest, and respectful conversations. Remember, relationships thrive on understanding, and that begins with how well you listen and express yourself. Lesson 7. Fearing rejection or conflict. Have you ever avoided saying something important because you were afraid of how someone might react? Maybe you've stayed quiet to keep the peace or held back your true feelings out of fear of rejection. While it's natural to want approval, fearing rejection or conflict can hold you back from growing, both as a person and in your relationships. When you avoid these challenges, you miss opportunities to learn, improve, and build stronger connections. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means that rejection and conflict aren't things to fear, but opportunities to grow. Each challenge you face, whether it's a disagreement or a setback, is a chance to learn more about yourself, improve your resilience, and move forward stronger. Instead of fearing rejection or conflict, embrace them as part of life. When faced with a difficult conversation or disagreement, don't shy away. Address it calmly and thoughtfully. For example, if there's a misunderstanding, rather than avoiding it, take the opportunity to discuss it openly and find a resolution together. By reframing rejection and conflict as growth opportunities, you stop seeing them as obstacles and start seeing them as lessons that help you become better, both as an individual and a partner. Remember, growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens when you face challenges with courage and clarity. Now, we are about the video. Now it is time to change your life. Write down a comment and say that you want to change your life, no matter how difficult it is to change. I will read each of your comment features one of the best comments in our channel. If you want a daily dose of unfiltered motivation, subscribe to our channel.